Welcome to the first 10 days of 100 Days Slime Rancher Adventure. Can I start strong and build a thriving ranch from scratch? What surprises and challenges will I face as I try and 100% the game by completing the Slimepedia, the storyline, every tier from 7Z Club, and more? It all started in day 1. Let's speed through the slowest tutorial ever. Yes, we can sprint, jump, vacuum, and shoot. We can keep slimes in cages corals, feed them, and collect their plorts to sell them for money. All we need to do from now is collect as much food as possible to pop the first Gordo that will give us the key to unlock new areas of the map. The pink Gordo is the easiest one to pop by far, since it's not a picky eater. The way Gordos are popped is by either feeding them 50 of their preferred food type or 25 of their favorite food types, which, if you don't know, can be found on the Slimepedia. Using the key we just acquired, we can start moving to the new area, the Indigo Quarry, where we can find many new slimes such as the boom slime, which goes boom, the puddle slime, which likes the water, the radioactive slime, which emits radiation, and lastly, the valuable crystal slime, which took me some time to find. If you haven't played Slime Rancher yet, let me lay down the ground rules of the game. Except for pink slimes, which eat anything, most slimes only eat one of the 3 food types: veggies, fruits, and meats. For example, the rat slime eats veggies. Feed it carrots, it would spit out 1 plort. Feed it its favorite food, Epokk, and it would spit out 2 plorts. Now, if a slime eats a plort of another slime, you get a largo. The same rules apply. Feed it either of their preferred food types, you get 1 plort. Feed it one of their favorite food types, you get 2 plorts. Feed the largo a third type of plort, they will become unstable, losing control and becoming the big bad tar slime. All you need to take away from this boring explanation is that if you want to become the richest, you want to make largos and feed them their favorite food. Remember how I said the boom slimes go boom? Well, I forgot about that and I ended up dying trying to collect their plorts. Yeah, I was knocked out for a whole day and lost all the plorts I was trying to collect. Knowing that I was already in day 3 with little progress, I decided to do a trade request from Toro West. I went ahead and grabbed all the rock slimes I needed, as well as the cat ones. I needed 1 more kitty plort, and luckily I had a chicken nearby to feed one of the remaining cat slimes. I had completed my first ever trade in this world. With the reward I got, I bought the plort collector to avoid the damage from the boom slimes, and soon after, a much needed garden. Right after, I got another trade request, this time from a scientist named Victor Humphrey. I immediately got to work and got all the slimes he requested. On this trip, I stumbled upon something unexpected, a golden plort, one of Slime Rancher's most valuable plort. After collecting the requested slimes, I went back to the ranch, completed the trade, upgraded my coral, and sold my golden plorts so I could expand my ranch. At this point, things were moving in the right track, so I went to sleep and began day 4. I fed my slimes and discovered another Gordo hiding in a cave. I didn't have much food, so I went back home, bought myself the jetpack upgrade, and went back to the Indigo Quarry in search for some new slimes. In the Indigo Quarry, I found many things such as the Epokk veggie, the rat slime, the Gordo rat slime, which I fed, and even stumbled upon a party of tar slimes.
Why is there so many?
This was unexpected, but I had no time to waste. Day 4 was almost over, so I decided to make a detour and pop the rock Gordo to access the teleporter closer to the home ranch. This teleporter was useless since I still don't have the ranch expansion for this area, so I just left it alone. Before the day was over, I went back home, fed my slimes, sold their plorts, and made a couple more gardens since 1 wasn't enough for our growing ranch. Lastly, I made another coral that would store my newly acquired rat slimes and went to sleep to start day 5. Sleep until the morning. I was making good progress. By day 5, I already managed to establish a good foundation, had a good combination of slimes, and was making a good amount of cash. I called it a day and decided to log off. The next day, feeling refreshed, I booted up Slime Rancher, and I realized my world had been deleted. This isn't my world. What? No, this isn't mine. Well, technically, it wasn't deleted. Apparently, I was playing offline and my data wasn't synced, so I had to start from square 1. I wasn't going to let this stop me, so I decided to speedrun back to where I left off. Quickly and see how fast it takes us to get back to where we were. Come on. Come on. I have no slimes. Okay, yeah, that's Now that I knew what to do, I was back to where I left off by day 3. In day 3, I started a trade with Sora again, and this time, I needed to find the red slimes and the crystal slimes. In my search for them, I ended up feeding the phosphorus Gordo, and after that, went back to the indigo quarry with my newly bought jetpack and found the valuable crystal slimes. I made sure to grab a handful before going for the red slime and feeding the red Gordo, and returned to complete my trade. I ended up making another coral that would contain my raw crystal largos, and I popped the phosphorus Gordo, which gave me another key. With such key, I decided to unlock a new area of the map known as the moss blanket, and this was because I was in the hunt for the honey slime and the hunter slime, both rare slimes. I ended up leaving shortly after, since after searching for 15 minutes I couldn't find a single thing. Oh, found ya. Dude, that was horrible. I went back home to the ranch, and to my good luck, on day 4, I got a trade request from the scientist Victor, the one and only hunter plort. I had to complete this trade because it meant that even without the hunter slime in my hand, I could feed the hunter plort to another slime and generate hunter plort. So I did the trade and combined the hunter plort I acquired with some rat slimes. Now all I needed to do was feed them, and it would only be a matter of time before I had an army of hunter rat largos. I went back down to the indigo quarry to finally pop the rat Gordo to unlock yet another key. I didn't know what to use the key on yet, so I completed some more trades and took care of my ranch. I was finally making progress, so much that I even got an achievement for being a well-off rancher. At this rate, I had enough money to spoil myself with some upgrades right before the end of day 4. Day 5 started and I did the same old. I fed the slimes, got their plorts, and sold them. After that, I went back to the indigo quarry to explore and ended up finding another door where I used my slime key. This ended up taking me to some secret ruin area that required some sort of ritual to unlock. I didn't have all the required plorts to open the door, but now I knew what my new mission was: to open this goddamn door. I went back home, did a quick trade with Mochi Miles, and got an invitation to go to her ranch. In there, I learned about the quicksilver slimes, how to catch them, and the rewards she offered. These rewards were worth it, but for now, I had other plans. For now, I wanted to focus on my ranch, so I sold some plorts to be able to afford the lab expansion and started depositing some plorts to the refinery so that I could later craft some sweet tools. After the lab purchase, I went back to the moss blanket and finally found the honey slimes I've been searching for. Let's go, the honey slimes, get out of my way. As well as some mint mangoes I found along the way. I went back to the ranch, sold some plorts, and decided to head back to the secret ruin area and finally opened the locked door. Found ya. Let's go ahead and explore what's inside. Inside was an area called the Ancient Ruins. Here we could find the famous annoying quantum slimes and the face lemons that I couldn't get because a slime ate it right in front of me. You bastard. Oh my goodness. I also ended up finding the Boom Gordo, but I just left it there since I didn't have much to feed it. I went back home and combined my quantum slimes with my honey slimes. This might have been a bad idea since the quantum slimes are a pain to take care of, especially when you don't feed them. Now that I was done opening the ancient ruins, I had another plan: to automate my farm. Not because I wanted, but because I was so tired of wasting my time doing the same old repetitive tasks. Collect food, feed slimes, and sell plorts. If I wanted my ranch to rule over other ranchers, I needed some help. And who's a better helper than a bumblebee-shaped drone? Yeah, they look like bumblebees. To craft this, I needed some resources that could only be obtained with machinery, so I started feeding the refinery, but soon realized that I was missing pink plorts. So I quickly made a coral filled with pink largos so that would no longer be an issue. I hope the slimes don't mind. I then got a couple more slimes that I needed, and just like that, we were already at day 9. In day 9, not much happened. I started a trade with Victor and found my first ever hunter slime. No! Yes!
I found you!
I also finally got enough plorts to start crafting and placing down some of the machinery needed to extract the materials that would be used for the drone. Like I said, not much happened in day 9, so I went straight to day 10. On day 10, I was finally able to afford the machinery I needed to extract the resources required for the drone. But sadly, with only a few minutes remaining and needing 12 minutes for an extraction, I wouldn't have time to craft the drone on these first 10 days. That is unless I bought the treasure pod breaker upgrade and got all the yeah, never mind. That's not gonna be the case.
Any treasure pod? No, we don't have time. Well, GG's. That's day 10.
Hi, this is me, Lazy Potato. If you like the content that you just saw, I know it's pretty rough and everything. I'm just getting used to being able to use a mic and everything like that. If you like the video, be great if you subscribed and like the video and comment down below and share. I don't know what people say, but yeah, thanks.